Hi everyone, it's Chaos Magpie's YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. As of tonight, midnight, restrictions are getting eased. Be back at basketball and hopefully be back at the gym, which I'm assuming that it will be. So I'll be doing more videos of that. So just want to give you guys a quick update on that, which I think it's about time. But speaking of, now I got that out the way, I just want to do a top 5 AFL predictions that I think will happen. It's just a prediction, anything other than that. So this is in no particular order. I'm going to say my fifth prediction will be Nathan Buckley will be sacked if Collingwood doesn't make the finals. Now, I think this one's a big call than anything. I think this is a potential chance it's going to happen. So, out of these predictions video, the AFL in particular, I think that we are going to see it happen potentially. That's, to me, I could have put this one down as a Collingwood prediction, but in the AFL scheme of things, I think that's one of them that could potentially happen if that was ever the case. Now, my number 4 prediction will be Geelong missing the 8 is another one. Predictions video. I think it's a chance it might happen, but I think it may not happen. But if Geelong don't play the finals this year with the players that they brought in, like, to be honest, they brought in Isaac Smith, they brought in Sean Higgins, they brought in Jeremy Cameron to help out in that forward line. I think there's a potential chance that it may not happen, and I think season predictions, I've got Geelong in the 8, but with the older list, something tells me that something tells me on that side, I think Geelong will make the finals and will make the top 8, but there is a chance that Geelong may not make the top 8. So that's going to be my other prediction of that as number 4. Now, number 3, now Patrick Cripps will sign at Carlton before the end of the year. Now, this one, I think Patrick Cripps will stay as a Blue. There's no guarantee that he will get success back at home or playing Carlton necessary, but I think Patrick Cripps has been the one for me that he's fought really hard. He's been through the rough time. Carlton are starting to get a good patch of playing good footy. They're shown at times they have been inconsistent at it, but if they stop about 4 or 5, that's 4 or 5 wins that they can potentially have, and a chance to play finals. That's another thing too that I think we all tend to know. So at the top 5 predictions here of the AFL videos, I think that's the way we're going to see it. Now, number 2, and this one's a big chance of it to happen, Damien Hardwick will get the sack if Richmond's performance doesn't continue. Now this is a big call, but just remember, right, he's had this relationship with the new staffer. Rumours going around that the captain isn't happy and all that sort of chance. If Richmond do start losing, I have to say there is a fair chance that the pressure will be on the coach. I think the pressure will be on the players as well, because if Richmond are losing and these potential chance that the rumours are true on this, was any other club that they cop a lot more heat out of it, and it's happened at pre-season and AFL did cover up Richmond's breach up in Queensland. But having said that, I don't think Richmond will win a three-peat. I think more likely could be the Collingwood or West Coast maybe that could do it. But if Richmond don't perform, I think Damien Hardwick will get the sack. Or tensions will boil over and they could get rid of that young staffer as well. These things, Richmond backed Hardwick in publicly, different story if it's privately. And when the heat does get on, I think this could be one of the worst things that could happen. I hope it doesn't happen for Hardwick's sake and for Richmond's sake, but that could be a real chance of that from happening. And number one prediction, I'm gonna say Bulldogs won't win the premiership with Adam Treloar in, and they either stay where they are or they drop out of the 8. Now this one is more bigger. Wow, you dropped that bombshell. Like, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're just jealous. You're, that Collingwood got rid of Adam Treloar, blah blah blah." Let me say this, because I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Adam Treloar. He did his calf. Now, he's missed the last 2 match simulations. Right, Bulldogs are hopeful that he'll play round 1, but there's a more chance likely that he'll miss. Now, started pre-season last year, he did his hamstring, missed round 1, and I think he missed round 2 as well. And he has a history of soft tissue injuries now because of his age, and let's not forget, he's young, but he's getting to that later part of his career of playing, want to play finals or playing the premiership. I think the Bulldogs will stay where they are, or potentially could miss the finals on top of that. I don't see Bulldogs as a threat. Offensively, you might help him out, but defensively, not really. I think one thing that the Bulldogs did miss a trick on is needing the key forward. And I think their forward line during matches hasn't been great, and because they just lost to, because last year they lost to St Kilda in the finals, and I did pick St Kilda, I did. But the Western Bulldogs are more experienced, and they finished 7th 2 years in a row. Now, people are going to say, well, they finished 7th back in 2016 and won the premiership. But they had a month of football. They didn't play well. I think there were about 4 wins off the top 4. So I think knowing that, Bulldogs can play good football. But, having said that, I just feel they're not as good as what they think they are. I think bringing Adam Shaw doesn't always help. He's not a handball sort of type person. He's a kicking type player. So I think because he does turn the ball over a lot, and I think he knows that if his kicking's on, he'll dominate, but he doesn't always have the effect of having 38 possessions and having 82% kicking efficiency. The kicking efficiency is about 30%, 40%. So it's not as good as what should be at times. And I know he probably has been working on it, and the whole situation on what happened down at with Collingwood isn't great, but to be honest, football is a business. It's a decision that the club had to make. Unfortunately, whether or not you like the decision or not, you gotta, I think, show respect on that. And I just feel that something needs, sometimes you just need to, instead of saying poor means out publicly and say, well, you know what, this happened, and things could be handled a lot differently, but I'm looking forward to doing well in my new club for 5 years. The fact is, they still got he's got 5 years on his contract at the Doggies. That's if they if he'll play the remainder of the 5 years. So I think there's still doubts on Adam Shaw in that capacity. But other than that, my first prediction is, I think the Bulldogs, they've been talked up as a top 4 contender, but I think they will stay around the mark where they finished up last year or potentially miss out on finals. I certainly do have my doubts on that. So, if you're returning Magpies, don't forget to like and comment. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and post that notifications bell so you know when I'm posting up my next video, because I'm telling you, just gave you guys a little bit of an update. But also, the main part of doing this video is my top five AFL predictions. Want to get this out of the way before the season starts. My notable mentions of that would be, we'll get back to an 80,000 people at the MCG cheering for Collingwood Richmond game. But at this stage, we don't know. But we'll see how we go. So, that's my notable mentions. I wouldn't mention that, but I just think that it does look highly doubtful, doesn't it? So, until we know more, hopefully we do. But until next time, go the Pies, and I'll see you back with another video. Love yous all.